Everyone feels distinct, and the world feels very, like, not just lived in, but, like, almost real, where it's, like, breathing. Because, like, a big part of it, somebody's analyzed this in a video that I've watched before. One of the big things about One Piece that makes it appealing is that you don't have to wait for the Straw Hats to do shit for the world to move.
Yeah.
Like, everything's constantly going on in the background.
Something's happening.
Even if you're not aware of it yet.
Yeah. It's like they're a catalyst for certain things, but they're not the importance of everything.
Exactly. Like, people will be in the middle of their own bullshit and get a newspaper and go, oh, wow, the Straw Hats are fucking up. Holy hell. And then go back to their business.
Yeah, like,
and
I remember
we just happened to see that 1 minute of them going, they're fucking up.
Yeah, there was a bit of that. I remember the fucking Crocodile did that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at that. Because it was after the prison break, I remember that.
Yeah, but, like, that's a really strong part of the world building, is just being able to constantly move the world without talking about it.
Yeah. Oh boy, they fucked up again.
Because, like, there are so many bits like that where you'll just see somebody check in, and it's like, wait, you're doing what now? What the fuck? Are we not going to talk about that? No, we're not. We're not going to address that shit at all. They've got their own thing going on, but they're not the main character, so don't worry about it.
But it's important.
No, it's not. It'll be important later, but it's not right now. Don't worry about it. It's such a good fucking dichotomy, and it's like really hard to balance that in a long form story. But God bless him, he's doing an amazing job over the last 25 years. Man, I really wish we still had our deep fryer.
Why, what happened?
And the problem is, well, no, I just had to leave it behind at our last fucking place because we just didn't have the counter space for it over here. But, no, I wish we still had it because I have been making crab rangoon. Unfortunately, crab rangoon in the air fryer doesn't really work right. Like, no matter what you do, you can't get it to puff up all over the place in the same way without burning the edges of it.
Yeah.
So, it just doesn't work. But if I had a deep fryer where I could actually flash fry the shit uniformly because it was, like, submerged, I could just drop it in there and they'd come out perfect every fucking time, and I could just keep an eye on them, you know? It just kind of sucks having to deal with, like, very subpar fucking crab rangoon. Because I have a good recipe for the filling, it's just I can't get the goddamn shell to puff.
It just hurts your soul.
Yeah.
It's like my poor rangoon.
Like, damn, bro, I hate to fucking make this good-ass filling and waste it on these fucking terrible-ass outsides. Because now I have a pretty good recipe for it where I've got the ratios about figured out. And it's just a real basic one where it's just surimi, green onion, garlic, a little bit of fucking soy sauce in there, and cream cheese. And you whip the fucking shit out of that. But you gotta get the portions right. And yeah, if you do it right, and you don't fuck it up, it just works.
If you do the thing, you do it right, don't fuck it up, it works.
Shit the bed.
It just works.
Amazingly, the whole thing falls into place.
Who would have thought?
It's just like I don't get how people talk about they can't cook. Like, dude, you can cook. You're just fucking scared to cook.
Just follow the directions. It's not that hard.
Like, it's not even just follow the directions. It's not that hard. It's, bro, don't be scared to get cut or burned. It's not that big of a deal. Quit being a bitch.
Beef is not that dangerous undercooked.
No.
People eat that shit raw.
Chicken you gotta watch, but
chicken
beef,
will
you
kill
can just
you.
go fucking nuts with, you know.
Oh, it's my secret recipe. Garlic, salt, a little bit of tomato paste, and and what is it? Medium rare chicken.
Oh, dude, speaking of chicken, you know what actually works really good as a fucking marinade for chicken?
What's that?
Italian dressing.
Really?
Yeah. If you do it as a marinade where you just let it soak in the bag for a little bit and then cook it up. Yeah, no, like chicken breast with Italian dressing, really fucking good. So my mom figured that shit out a couple of years back. We ended up doing it a couple times after that. We ain't done it in a long time, but no, I do remember fucking with that quite a bit. It was one of the few times I'll eat like fucking oven baked chicken.
Not a fan of it otherwise.
I really don't like the skinless chicken. Like, call me a bitch or a fat boy or whatever, but like, I don't know, man. You just kind of need the crust on chicken.
You could get a good crust from oven baked. It doesn't have to be.
You can, but like the way that we were doing it for this particular recipe, we didn't have like no panko breading or anything like that on it.
Sorry, Menthol, you are just a fat boy.
I know, right? No, you do the fucking breading right, and like it really adds a lot to the chicken.
It's a very bland bird. Ain't much. Poultry's pretty lame in general.
It is, but it
you can
very
make it,
much enhances anything you put with it.
That's true. However, that still doesn't change the fact this bird kinda sucks.
No, on its own, I think chicken is like pretty bland, but like literally anything you put with it is turned up to 10 because of the chicken being there. And the reason I say that is because of the peanut butter chicken that I can get at the Chinese restaurant around here. Because that one, like, I didn't think peanut butter chicken was gonna be all that great. I saw that shit, I was like, man, this is kind of weird. I don't know if it's gonna be my thing.
I don't really want to fuck with
Took a bite of it. Man, that sauce is like super fucking sweet at first, and then immediately breaks through with the fucking savory chicken flavor. And I'm like, oh damn, this is actually pretty fire, holy shit. And just like found myself wolfing the whole fucking thing down. Yeah, I just wouldn't have thought peanut butter chicken would work, because like, you know, orange chicken you kind of think, okay, that's a little more tame, you can kind of get away with that. It's a randomizer for Mega Man X?
Why?
I guess it just randomizes like the boss's elements and shit, or like their attacks with the fucking different boss like patterns. Because it's got a blue flame mammoth on here, and like flame mammoth is fucking red because he's flame.